6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brittany Tarwater. Today, the Scott County Sheriff's Office and people in Scott County are mourning the loss of April Duncan, one of their school resource officers in Scott County who was serving at Scott County High School, who was found dead on Monday. We're learning a little bit more about this mother of two who was really just getting started in a very successful career in law enforcement, just 33 years old. Again, the mother of two. This is April Duncan, who we're talking about. Here's a picture of her. The TBI, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, is investigating her death. One of the things that is sticking out as somewhat unusual is that there was a call placed to 911 that came from her home before she passed away. That call came in, and then when officers went to check on her, that's when they found her dead in her home on Monday. We're not told, we don't know right now how she died, but again, the TBI is investigating. They sent out this note at the Scott County Sheriff's Office. They put out an announcement and offering condolences to the family and to people who loved her on Tuesday. And we can read this together. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, just talking about how the Sheriff's Office is mourning the death of the school resource officer. She always had a smile. She loved her job, working with kids at our county school. She will be sadly missed by all of us. Please keep April and her family in your prayers as they face such difficult days ahead. The funeral arrangements will be posted when they are complete for those of you who are hoping to offer some condolences to their family as well. This happened on Monday afternoon. Again, we don't know the cause of her death, but the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is investigating. And we have our Gwendolyn Dupree, who's been following this story, and she spoke with some people who knew her well. Let's listen to Gwen.
It was a restless night for many Scott County leaders who all say they knew Deputy April Duncan personally. While her cause of death is unknown at this time, we're learning about all the many lives she's touched here in the county. The Sheriff's Office says a 911 call was made from her home, but when authorities arrived, she was found dead Monday night. The news is striking the entire community as the mother of two served the area for more than a decade. Duncan started working with the Tennessee Department of Corrections in 2015, then transferred to the Scott County Sheriff's Office in 2019. She died working as a student resource officer at Scott County High School. We spoke with the superintendent, Billy Hall, who says the kids loved her and she loved those kids.
She's loving it. She's learning every day. She's learning the kids every day. And you can see the influence that she had and just the positive reaction with our students.
The TBI has been asked to investigate the circumstances leading up to Duncan's death. It's not uncommon for Scott County to ask for their assistance in a situation like this. A spokesperson with the TBI tells me an autopsy is underway right now. Coming up in our 4, 5, and 6 newscast, we're detailing how being a public servant wasn't just Duncan's job, it was her life. But for now, reporting in Scott County, I'm Gwendolyn Dupree for WVLT News.
Thanks, Gwen. As we learn a little bit more about April, who she was, she's from East Tennessee. She grew up, graduated from Oneida High School and started her career with the Tennessee Department of Corrections and was promoted not too long ago. In 2020, she was promoted to Corrections Sergeant in August of 2020. And then she moved into the role with Scott County High School as a school resource officer in August of 2021. So a very successful career in law enforcement. Some of the people who you just heard from in Gwen's piece talking about how she was dedicated to her service and to the position that she held. We'll look at her picture another time here. 33 years old. She was found dead on Monday. There was a call placed to 911 that came from her home on Monday before her body was found. We don't know who made that phone call. We don't know if it was April, if it was someone else, and we don't right now know her cause of death. We are, of course, working to get those questions answered for you. We do know that the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is investigating what happened here. Gwen just mentioned it's not unusual for the TBI to be involved when there is a case like this. As we work to unravel those questions, of course, we will get you those answers as soon as we can. But again, growing up in East Tennessee, mother of two, 33 years old, serving as a school resource officer, and seemed, as we heard from some people who knew her, seemed to enjoy that position, working with children and following her career in law enforcement. She graduated the Law Enforcement Training Academy at Walters State Community College, and she actually received the award, the Charles E. Basquette Memorial Award for courage and for determination. So we're painting a picture here of somebody who has been promoted within positions, who has moved into several different jobs that have suited her, that she's liked, beloved by her classmates and praised by instructors, somebody who has won awards in her position of service. Still not sure the cause of death, but a 33-year-old mother of two children found dead on Monday, just after a call from her home was placed to 911. Again, we'll listen into a little bit more from the people who knew her and people who worked with her.
You know, I think if you're going to work in the school system, your number one priority is to protect the kids. You know, education, of course, is always the main thing, but number one, our job is to protect and provide safety. April did that. April took her job seriously, and she loved what she did. And it was obvious by the smile on her face in the hallways and just her interaction with everyone.
The statement coming out from the Scott County Sheriff's Office saying she was beloved by classmates, praised by instructors. She leaves behind a big and wonderful family that was full of love and memories, as well as a work family that loved and appreciated her friendship, her leadership, her service, and in addition to a community that will grieve and mourn and remember her with a spirit of service and hunger to help anyone as the committed public servant she was. That's coming from the Scott County Sheriff's Office. Today, they're asking Scott Countyans, East Tennesseans, people who knew her, people who didn't know her, to remember her her life and praise the life and the service of Deputy April Duncan. Gwendolyn Ducree is in Scott County today trying to get some more answers for us. We've gotten a lot of questions for you. We also have those questions ourselves that we are trying to get answered for you right now as Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, the TBI, continues to investigate what happened on Monday night. We will continue to follow this story for you on our WVLT newscast tonight, starting at 4 o'clock, going until 6:30, and then, of course, on our WVLT News app and here on Facebook, wherever you stream and get your news from WVLT. We will continue to keep this story updated for you and try to answer all of the questions that you have regarding Scott County Resource Officer April Duncan, found dead in her home on Monday.